Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. I got another one from the Fourscore Brewing Company Beatus series. This is track 1. I did track 2, saving track 1 for the girl. She's here, having a nice time. Yay, yay, yay. Making some food, having a fire. Let's crack this thing open. The pull, it has a pull string, works really, really good. So that's good. So here's the Beatus. Here's William Brimley. It's like a Beatles thing. So if anyone doesn't get the reference, the Diabetes. I had track 1, and I'll tell you what, it was not thin, which is, I don't say that very often. It was clumpy and chunky, tasty. However, it was pretty dead. And overall, my opinion was, if you could find any of these or the base Beatus versions on tap, you're going to have a great time. Like 10 out of 10 great time. It's not as good as the bottle. I hate to say it. It's a little bit of a different drinking experience, but on tap, awesome. You're going to really love it. So we're just going to pour a little bit of this out here. Okay, now I got to get the other glass. Got it. Nailed it. This is my Isengard. Nice, nice. Ooh, good. Actually, a little head forming on that one. That's nice to see. And then I think we might cuvee later with some New Trail Banana Fosters, because I'll tell you a little bit about track number 1 quick. I know it's a little bit of a chaos review already. Check this out. Maple syrup, Heaven Hill bourbon barrel aged pastry stout with Thai banana, peanut butter, cheesecake, and Hawaiian Kona Reserve coffee at 15%. A lot of words there. A lot of interesting things. Let's see how the Beatus is. And here we go. Boom. And the barrel series glass that came when I bought the 2 bottles. So here we go. Cheers. It smells just like the other one. That it had like balls to the wall fucking pastry. Like you're smelling a bag of pastries. Like this is crazy. It is. It's like banana cream. You know, it almost smells like a fresh baked, like chocolate glazed donut with like banana cream filling. If you know what I mean. Like put that in your brain and smoke it. If you know what I mean. Just think about what I just said there for a little bit. Because there's chocolate. There's definitely that banana custard vibe. A little sweetness. There is a soft roast. I don't get much barrel, but just like the original Beatus that I tried here, the track 2, the barrel came at the end instead of the front, like a lot of times you get barrel. So let's get into this. This already doesn't seem anywhere near as clumpy and chunky as the last one, so let's get into it. Cheers. It's a bit thin. Wow. Don't get me wrong, it's got a nice full to almost medium full body overall. The back end is like almost on the lower side of the full though. This is nowhere near the beast that track 2 was. Track 2 was like a chewing it with a spoon, clumpy beast. It was delicious and it was enjoyable to drink. But this is actually a bit thin. I'd almost say just low side of a full body. Yeah, I'm going to say that. This is a bit thin. Especially when you've had the other one. Holy shit. This isn't as sweet as the other one. This is not anywhere near a track 2. Track 2 was just epically crazy. Let's just say that. I'm not going to say positive or negative. I'm just going to say epically crazy. Track 2 is nuts. You know, the B-sides are always better, right? It's because it's the Beatles thing. That's crazy. Full on the hill. Pretty good. The banana's crazy. really sharp, bright banana, but not fake flavored banana. You know, it's like a real, authentic banana. And I don't eat bananas very much, but I do remember growing up and having a banana now and again and enjoying it. I don't eat much fruit. All the fruit that I've ever had in the last couple years has basically been in beer. So there you go. That's pretty much it. I mean, I don't even eat much dessert. All dessert I've ever had pretty much in the last couple of years has been in beer. So it's a full course meal right there. This is nice. This is very easy drinking for 15%. Absolutely, you can't tell at all. Got a nice zippiness to it, surprisingly, unlike track 2, that was kind of dead. No clumpy, no chunky. Now, there might be stuff settled at the bottom that you're going to find later, but it pours like motor oil, like thick used motor oil with a twinge to it. It's very interesting. But look, it actually forms a little bit of a head, which the other one didn't. Wow. I'm really glad I had track 2 first, because I'm taken aback by how track 1 is just so acting like a fucking beer, and the other one did not at all. I will tell you this though, the banana's great. There's a zippiness, there's a soft creaminess to it. Low to medium side of a full body. Hitting the ABV amazingly. Everything else is kind of like blended in this kind of like, if everybody's talking so loud you can't hear a single person, that's what the rest of the beer kind of is. It's just like, you just drank it. What was the flavor? I don't fucking know. You know, there's a soft sweetness, but other than that, you can't say, oh, I pulled out coffee, and I pulled out this, and I pulled the cheesecake out, and I pulled the, you know, the guy's finger that fucking left in the batch when he cooked it. Like, you can't, nothing. It just, and then there's a banana. The banana shines through. I don't get barrel. I don't get coffee. I don't get cheesecake. I don't get whatever the fuck else it said. I get sweet, banana, zippy, and a bit of hint of chocolate. That's pretty much it. So it is it's a solo project. I let it waft around my palate a little longer, and there is a sharpness. There's some earthiness, some minerality. There's a zippiness of a barrel. That char is actually coming through a little bit more. There's a little bit of a kind of bitey, earthy pepperiness from the bourbon. But it's one of those ones, if you drink it down, you're not really going to get it. You have to kind of let it aerate, let it sit, let it do a couple things, and it'll kind of open up a little bit. But it's tasty. It's kind of decadent. And for 15%, it drinks amazing. So I kind of want to just go, whoop, but you really should sip on it. The banana's nuts. You know what? Lucho, you should talk to Fourscore about how to do banana. I'm not saying that was bad, but the banana, this is fucking just nuts. So, I don't know. I think this beer is good. I think it's going to be, I don't know how to describe it. It's really expensive for the price of the bottle. It is good. It is lacking a little bit of the dynamic approach that I'd like with some of these beers, where I can pull out a lot of nuances and a lot of different characters, a lot of different flavors. It's banana, wow, sweet, little burn in the back. Ta-da! It's almost like a banana flambe. You know what I mean? Like if you've had like those things and they go woof to it. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of that kind of going on. But that's a pastry, man. They fucking nailed the pastry side of this with the banana. It's and it's not offensive at all. It's very, very, very decadent, very enjoyable. I mean, what a hell of a beer to end a banquet with, or whatever, with some desserts and this, because that would totally match up with, or just use that as the dessert. Holy shit! So I'm really geeking out about this beer. It is really good. I'm not gonna throw it like to the moon or anything like that, because track 2 was epic in its own different way. You know what I mean? So I kind of settled down and looked at life the way it was supposed to be, and then gave that one a 9. And I think I'm just gonna throw this one in the 9 category too. I think 9 out of 10 is a very fine score for this one, because again, it could be more dynamic. You could get more of those different flavors that are supposed to be in there, pinpoint, that kind of thing. But for what it is, and the price point was a little high, but for what it is, 9 out of 10 is a fine score for this beer, and it's a really good, enjoyable beer. And if you get your hands on one, let me know your thoughts and opinions with Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye. What's that finger? Here it comes. Banana.